Welcome back to my channel. Today we are studying the Pastry War. Imagine a war breaking out over a cake. It sounds like a joke, but in 1838, France and Mexico went to battle in a conflict that left cities bombarded, soldiers dead, and international politics forever changed. It became known as the Pastry War. In the early 1800s, Mexico was a young nation, still recovering from independence. The country was unstable. Revolts, coups, and riots broke out regularly. Foreign merchants often found themselves caught in the chaos. One of them was a French pastry chef living in Mexico City. According to the story, during a riot, Mexican soldiers looted his shop and refused to pay. Furious, the baker demanded compensation from the Mexican government. When nothing happened, he went higher, writing all the way to King Louis Philippe of France. The baker's complaint might have seemed trivial, but France saw an opportunity. They claimed Mexico owed 600,000 pesos in damages to French citizens, including the cost of the baker's lost pastries. To put that in perspective, 600,000 pesos was 10 times Mexico's entire annual government budget. When Mexico refused to pay, France sent warships to blockade Mexican ports. In November 1838, French cannons opened fire on Veracruz, one of Mexico's most important cities. What started with a pastry complaint had now escalated into a full-blown war. French forces bombarded Veracruz, destroyed Mexican fortifications, and captured the city. Mexico's economy collapsed as the French blockade strangled trade. In desperation, Mexico turned to a familiar name, General Antonio López de Santa Anna, the same Santa Anna who had lost Texas to the United States just 2 years earlier. Santa Anna rallied Mexican troops and led a counterattack against the French at Veracruz. But things didn't go well. During the fighting, Santa Anna was severely wounded. His leg was shattered by cannon fire. He survived, but his leg was amputated. Ironically, this injury turned Santa Anna into a national hero, and he used the moment to resurrect his political career. After months of blockade and bombardment, Britain stepped in to mediate. Mexico agreed to pay 600,000 pesos in compensation, and the French forces withdrew. The Pastry War was over, but its consequences lasted much longer, strengthening French influence in Mexico and reviving Santa Anna's political power. On the surface, it sounds absurd, an international war sparked by a stolen cake. But beneath the humor, the Pastry War revealed the weakness of a young Mexico, the opportunism of European powers, and the rise of a man who would dominate Mexican politics for decades, all because one baker refused to be ignored. So the next time someone tells you not to cry over spilled milk, remember that once upon a time, nations went to war over a pastry. Thanks for watching.